Hey guys, I'm Leila Lassane, creator of Captive Thought Therapy, and I want to take you through the general tapping exercise that you can use for just about any emotion, any struggle that you're going through. I do think it's best to be more specific in our tapping, so there's other exercises for specific emotions, but this general one's a really great one to just have memorized, to be able to use in the moment with whatever emotion you're feeling. So the points we're going to tap through are top of head, eyebrow, temples, under the eyes, under the nose, chin, collarbone, under the arms, and then as you tap the back of your hand, you're going to keep tapping and you're going to engage in some form of bilateral brain stimulation. So that could be tapping your feet back and forth or walking as you do it. Another way you could do it, or the way we do it in session, is to move your eyes back and forth. So in session, I'd be moving my fingers for you to follow, but if you're doing it by yourself, just looking between two corners of a room works well too. But whatever you're going to do there, you're going to keep tapping as you do your bilateral brain stimulation, and you just do this for about 30 seconds. Doesn't have to be exact, just want to make sure you hit at least 30 seconds. And then as you're done, you're going to hit the side of your hand. So that is the exercise. The first time we go through it, we're going to focus on whatever that emotion is that needs to go. So if you're feeling anxious, you're going to focus on what that feels like, thinking about it, thinking about the things that led to it, just thinking in general about that emotion. The second time we're going to tap through it, you're going to think about being filled up with the opposite. So if you were tapping through anxiety, then the second time through you're going to think about being filled up with peace and just being totally saturated with peace. And then the third time we go through it, I have a general verse that we can use, but whatever Bible verse comes to mind as just being the truth that you need to hear about that emotion. So the general verse that I have is 3 John 1:2. And in the NASB it says, "Beloved, I pray that in all respects you may prosper and be in good health, just as your soul prospers." So that's a little long to repeat as we tap, but I find it helpful to at least read the verse to have it just fresh in your mind, and then pick a reminder phrase that you can repeat to yourself as you tap. So for this verse, I might say, "Prosper and be in good health." I might say, "As my soul prospers." I might say even just "in all respects." Whatever part of that verse really sticks out to you that you want to just repeat as you tap. And like I said, you don't have to use that verse, you could use a different one. The idea is to just really seal all of this up with truth. So this first time through, I'm going to tap with you so you don't have to remember everything we just did. But this first time through, whatever that emotion is that you are struggling with the most right now, I want you to just keep that in mind. You don't have to make yourself feel it. You don't have to go to a bad place with it, of course, but just thinking about what that is, thinking about what it feels like. So get that in mind, and then we're going to tap through thinking about that emotion. So top of head, eyebrow, temple, under the eye, under the nose, chin, collarbone, under the arm, that back of hand. Keep tapping as you do your bilateral brain stimulation. I'll move my fingers on the screen if you want to follow those. The side of your hand. So the second time through, like I said, we're going to think about the positive opposite of whatever that emotion is. So example, if you were thinking of anxiety, think about peace and just being filled up with peace. If you're thinking about feeling sad, think about feeling happy. If you're thinking about just feeling at peace, knowing that justice has been served, that your anger isn't needed to protect you, just however you want to think about those. But we want to think about the positive this time and imagining just the positive filling us up. So think about that as we tap. Keep tapping as you tap your feet back and forth or follow my fingers with your eyes. The side of the hand. So this last time through, like I said, you can use the just kind of general verse that I chose, or if another Bible verse is coming to mind more specific to the emotion you're going through, you can think of that as instead. So let me read the verse again and just pick a reminder phrase from this verse that you can just meditate on. So 3 John 1:2, Beloved, I pray that in all respects you may prosper and be in good health, just as your soul prospers. So you might say, just as my soul prospers, be in good health in all respects, whatever sticks out to you from that. So meditate on that verse as we tap through this last time. Tapping on the back of your hand as you tap your feet back and forth or follow my fingers with your eyes. Side of your hand. So that is the Captive Thought Therapy general exercise, and you can get a PDF download that walks you through that on my website, captivethoughtTherapy.com, and I hope that that's helpful to you, that you can use that just in a variety of situations. It even is great if you're not quite sure what you're feeling, but you're in the middle of intense emotion or crisis. A lot of times if you start tapping, it becomes a lot clearer what you're feeling. But like I said, it's the general exercise, so feel free to use that with just about any situation that you're experiencing.